Hi Scorpio. So this is going to be a bonus for you because I was not feeling too confident about the message that I relayed for you for the first half of April. So this is going to be a bonus where I hope I can tap deeper into the situation and get some better insight, or get a better, more clear message for you on something else, or just the overall, first half of the month for you. So let's go ahead and start with the Divine Energy Oracle cards. As always, thank you guys for watching, subscribing, liking, engaging, all that great stuff. Universe, Divine Spirit, Spirit Guides, Angels, Archangels, Guardian Angels, Ancestors, thank you for allowing me to receive the messages that I seek for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs. Please allow me to read, discern, and translate these messages clearly for their internal growth, guidance, and intuition. 2 more shuffles for Scorpio Universe. 1, 2. Alright, I'm going to take some jumpers, or whichever decides to come out. However many decide to come out. What's the guidance for Scorpios April 1st through the 15th Universe? What's the guidance? Okay, we got 2. Refine your attention, forgive and forget. I'm a moon sign Scorpio. I already know I'm about to be red with this reading. It's about to read me too. Alright. Refine your attention and forgive and forget. I had both of these too in the reading that I did yesterday. Go watch the video that is going to go up about the contest, and you'll find out about that disaster. But I'll still try to get those up because sometimes the messages tend to be timeless. So it could still help someone. Forgive and forget. Let's see. Let's look at refine your attention first, because I technically saw that one first. Your divine energy is calling you to improve your attitude and place your attention on a higher, more supportive outlook. It is time to notice which things consume your mental energy. Does your focus align with your goals? Do your behaviors align with your intentions? Or are you scattering your energies on negative attitudes and behaviors? Your divine invitation. Check your focus and your attitude. Focus on what you want for at least 3 to 5 minutes a day, ideally first thing in the morning and last thing at night. Then take at least one action today to support your focus. Thinking is not enough. It's time to do something. As on page 8, let's look at forgive and forget. I can read today, y'all. Sometimes while I'm reading, I'm thinking about stuff, or I'm trying to figure out how I want to, or I'm thinking about a situation that, pops up that makes me think about the relation to what's being said, and I get sidetracked. Page 27. Very easily distracted. Alright. Your divine energy is calling you to find enough self-esteem and self-love within to accept help from others. It's an inside job, and the one you're now assigned. Begin by forgiving and forgetting all that has hurt you in the past or caused you to doubt your lovability. Acknowledge that hurt and disappointment are inevitable parts of our human learning experience. No matter how painful, the real injury was not that someone didn't cherish you, but that someone failed to love you as you wanted and needed to be loved. Humans make mistakes. Divine energy within forgives them. Your divine invitation, forgive and forget the past. You survived, you've learned, hopefully, and now it's time to move on and love yourself fully. Start by appreciating who you are, who you really are, a child of God. Acknowledge what's lovable about you and accept the truth of your divinity. It's only the beginning. All right. Well, that's beautiful. Let's get into your message, Scorpio. Oh, let's get some romance angels. All right, 4 shuffles for Scorpio Universe. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, what's the guidance for Scorpios April 1st through the 15th? What's the guidance for Scorpios April 1st through the 15th Universe? Past life relationship. You have known each other before. I wasn't going to take it at first, but then I was like, oh, it's a single card. Let's just see. I've never pulled this card before, I don't think. Past life relationship, page 63. 9 in numerology. The romance angel sent you this card to explain the relationship you've inquired about. You have some unfinished business in conjunction with a soulmate from a past time. This may involve forgiving someone, a joint project, or learning personal lessons such as patience. Soulmates recognize each other instantly, and this feeling is often registered as a sense of romantic or sexual chemistry. This magnetism that draws two people together can surpass logic because the purpose of the relationship is healing and learning. Whether or not your soulmate becomes your life partner, you'll experience personal and spiritual lessons and growth as a result. Past life regressions can also help you uncover the answers you seek. I totally want to do one of those. I don't know where to start. There are some on YouTube, but I haven't tried them yet because every time I think about it, I'm sleepy, and you're not supposed to do it while you're sleepy because you're supposed to be awake. So I definitely want to try past life regression for myself. If anybody has tried it, let me know. You don't have to comment, email me. I want to know. You don't want to share it with the public. All right, let's get into the message for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter universe. April 1st to the 15th. Let's see who Scorpio is dealing with. 3 more shuffles. So I feel like whoever this reading is going to mention is definitely a soulmate connection. Who is Scorpio dealing with April 1st to the 15th universe? Who is Scorpio dealing with? King of Wands in reverse. Ew. In the reverse. So, okay. The King of Wands in the upright represents self-expression, but strong self-expression, but in a positive way. In the reverse, he is, and it doesn't have to be a male. This could be a female. This is just masculine energy, which we all possess. Male or female. This is someone who has a violent temper, who is impulsive. Could be really dramatic. It's a clash between the mind and intuition. An inability to express opinions and ideas clearly, being I don't want to say too emotional, but yeah, in a sense, or just, that, like it says, that clash between the mind and the intuition. Not so much the mind and the heart, but the mind and the intuition. Your ego and your higher self, basically. Also being subject to an overbearing manager, colleague, or parent. That could apply to a small few of you. But whoever this person is, there's your soulmate. Maybe this is how they behave with you, or this is how you behave with them. And whatever the situation is, it does call for you to refine your attention and forgive and forget. So let's dig a little deeper and see what the situation is. This is Cancer and Leo energy also. Okay. What's the situation for Scorpios? April 1st to the 15th universe. What's the situation? Okay. What's the situation, universe? Oh, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Now I'm not good with reversal, so give me a second. I have to refer to my notes. But this represents prosperity and generosity and stability. So this is going to be something that is draining or burdensome. Could be burdensome family, could be financial drains. This is disappointments, could be unexpected expenses or misunderstandings, conflict over property or money. And it also said that relationships may be neglected now. So maybe this is just a situation where whoever this person is, it was just left left however it went down. It was just, you know, there was no, there was some type of issue that didn't get solved. I get unfinished business from this because 10s are about completions and tying up loose ends and finishing, but it's in the reverse. So it's just like, when it says relationships left neglected, it's just like, oh, I'm not dealing with this. You know what I'm saying? This, like, okay. I hope that makes sense. Now, what did we do? Who, what? Who you're dealing with, what the situation is, what the advice is. Let's get some advice from the Starman Tarot deck. Oh, and I got this cute little bag for my babies. All right, universe. 4 shuffles for Scorpio. And what's the advice? I cannot wait until I learn this deck. The meanings are a little, they're similar, but a little different. One more shuffle, universe. What's the guidance? What's the advice for Scorpio regarding this situation, April 1st to the 15th? What's the advice for Scorpios? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's the advice for Scorpios, April 1st to the 15th, universe? Oh. 4 of Wands. Oh, and the King of Swords. I'll take both. The descriptions aren't very long. It's just the way that they're put in the book. They're separated by major arcana, court cards, and then minor arcana. So I gotta find it. All right. Come on. Pages sticking together. Okay. This overall energy of this card, it says, I enroll others in the strength of my vision. Beautiful, beautiful card. Set the stage for celebration. Communicate and build your pillars in relationship. Achieve a beautiful balance. So it could be with this person or it could be just like moving forward. Let's see what the King of Swords is. Maybe that's why 2 cards came out. The overall energy of the King of Swords, it says, I believe in a fair world for all. Gather all the facts. Synthesize a logical solution benefiting all. Resistant to pain. Use your intellect to grow and prosper. Pursue your ideals. Use your intellect to grow and prosper. So, this is like contradictory. So I don't feel like this is you. I feel like this is you. You're being smart about the situation. And you know how to move forward in the future to build on solid ground so that you don't have a reoccurrence of this situation with another person like that. So I feel like this is definitely you reviewing the situation from both sides. Like giving your unbiased opinion from both sides. Like understanding what role you played in whatever, and understanding what the other person's role was also. And knowing what's necessary to move forward with balance and stability in the future. Alright, what's the likely outcome regarding this situation? April 1st to the 15th for Scorpios. What's the likely outcome, universe? What's the likely outcome, universe? April 1st to the 15th for Scorpios. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Oh. This my deck is upside down. I'm not gonna take those because okay, 2 shuffles, universe. If they come back out, it just is what it is, honey. All right, one more. What's the likely outcome for Scorpios, April 1st to the 15th, universe? This one came out and flipped up reverse. Six of Pentacles in reverse. So, This card represents support and generosity, but in the reverse, what it says here is an offer of money that comes with unreasonable conditions. Alternatively, a loan you make is not repaid. Also, poor spending habits, gambling losses, bribes, desire, theft, and greed. So this is an unhealthy or an imbalanced give and take situation. I really feel like that's vague for the outcome. Because I really don't understand what this has. Maybe this is, you know, I don't know, the outcome for the other person. Maybe as a result of this. Excuse me. Let's get some more insight. Or clear my energy. Alright, let's clarify the Six of Pentacles in reverse, universe. Clarify the Six of Pentacles in reverse, please. Clarify the Six of Pentacles in reverse, universe. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. Oh, High Priestess. Alright. Intuition. Secrets, intuition, learning. In the reverse, this is the repression of intuition, which was the same as this. So somebody's not listening to your intuition. This is blocks. Hidden agendas, hidden enemies. Let me pull from this mini deck. Who is this? Is this them? Somebody's not listening to the intuition. I don't know. I feel like this is a situation you were involved in, but it's like you have removed yourself from it and abandoned the relationship. You know how to move forward. But this person is like, somebody's not listening to their intuition. Let me go back to the Six of Pentacles reverse too. The wrong teacher, egoism, false information, bad advice, secrecy for the sake of power. I just watched somebody else's reading and it reminded me of something else. This could be somebody false information. I have to remember to put his link in the description box. Rich Locke. He's one of my favorite tarot readers here on YouTube. I literally just watched his Scorpio video and I was like, ooh, this resonates for me. He said something about somebody telling only, you know, not necessarily lying about the situation, but telling only the parts that fit their agenda, that make, you know how people tell the situation, but they don't tell you what they did. They only tell you what the other person did so that they look like a victim and you look like the villain. I feel like this is someone feeding their ego, giving their ego too much, giving their ego more than they give their intuition, blocking or repressing their intuition, and spreading false information for that sake of power to make themselves feel better. But whoever this is, it's the same person. And I don't think that's you, because I think you know how to deal going forward. You know what to do. Let's get a clarity card on this anyway. 2 shuffles, universe. Clarify the likely outcome for Scorpios, please. April 1st to the 15th. One more. Just don't. Didn't feel like enough. Clarify the likely outcome for Scorpios. April 1st to the 15th, universe. Oh, that was fast. Knight of Cups. Yeah, that would be a proposal or or romance. Talented but unrealistic, lazy. Living in a daze, thinking instead of doing. False relationships. Narcotics dealer. A drug dealer? My notes be funny, and sometimes when I don't go back and read them, I be like, what the hell? Where I get that from? Talk and no action. Empty promises. Issues with commitment and intimacy. Whoever this is, they got commitment issues and intimacy issues. Talented but unrealistic. Living in a daze. I think that just like living in a fantasy world. Like, you telling these lies, you're feeding your ego, and it doesn't mean your intuition is gonna go away. You can repress it all you want to, but your intuition gonna still be there to remind you all the time. You just lying to yourself. Well, I feel like you good, Scorpio. The last one said something about making having the strength to leave or to deal with the situation. I feel like you already know that you needed to abandon it. You were intellectual enough to make that decision, and you know how to move forward to achieve stability so that you don't end up in that situation again. Whoever it is you're dealing with, though, they're ignoring their intuition and lying. I'm gonna just call a thing a thing. They're lying, trying to paint you out to be the bad guy. That's the name of this reading, and I hope that resonated with y'all. I hope that made sense. I feel a whole lot better about that. So please like, comment, subscribe, and thank you if you have already. And I will see y'all, or y'all will see me. Actually, I think I'm gonna go live soon to make up for that reading that I did. I might do it today, or I don't know. I might do it today because I do have time. So until next time, peace, love, and light. Bye, Scorpio.